A modern passenger jet carrying 239 people vanished without a trace, and more than a decade later, nobody knows exactly why.
How can a giant aircraft disappear in the modern world without leaving a clear answer behind? And spark. The disappearance triggered one of the largest and most expensive searches in aviation history.
This is the story of Flight MH370.
On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 prepared for what should have been a routine flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing.
A total of 239 people were on board, including passengers and crew, unaware they were about to become part of.
Shortly after midnight, the Boeing 777 lifted off into the night sky and began its journey toward China.
For the first part of the flight, everything appeared completely normal.
The aircraft followed its planned route as air traffic controllers monitored its progress.
Then, a routine radio communication was received. Nothing about it seemed unusual at the time.
But within minutes, something happened that investigators would spend years trying to understand.
Flight MH370 suddenly vanished from civilian radar, and the mystery was only beginning.
At first, controllers assumed it was a technical issue. Aircraft occasionally lose contact for short periods of time.
Controllers repeatedly tried to establish communication, but no response came from the aircraft.
Minutes turned into hours. The aircraft remained missing, and uncertainty quickly began to spread.
No distress call, no emergency message, no clear explanation.
Meanwhile, families waiting for loved ones began noticing something was terribly wrong.
As news spread across the world, the disappearance quickly became an international story. A massive search operation was launched, involving multiple countries, aircraft, ships, and thousands of personnel. But investigators soon discovered something that would make the mystery even more complicated than anyone expected. Then investigators discovered something unexpected. MH370 may not have continued on its planned route at all. Radar data suggested the aircraft had turned away from its original path and headed in a completely different direction. This single discovery changed the entire investigation. Search teams realized they may have been looking in the wrong place from the very beginning.
Attention soon turned to satellite data, which provided one of the few clues investigators still had.
Satellite signals suggested the aircraft continued flying for hours after disappearing from radar. The search area expanded dramatically, stretching across vast sections of the Indian Ocean. But despite enormous resources and years of effort, the ocean refused to reveal its secrets.
Months passed, but investigators still had no confirmed location for the missing aircraft.
Then, more than a year later, investigators received a breakthrough.
Aircraft debris believed to be connected to MH370 was discovered on a remote island in the Indian Ocean.
Experts carefully analyzed the debris, hoping it would reveal what happened during the flight's final moments.
The discovery confirmed one important fact. MH370 had indeed ended somewhere in the Indian Ocean. For many families, the debris brought mixed emotions. It provided clues, but not the answers they had been waiting for. As the mystery continued, theories began spreading across the world.
Some theories seemed possible. Others sounded almost unbelievable.
Alex.
One theory suggested that someone inside the aircraft intentionally changed its course.
The unusual turn raised questions that investigators would examine for years.
But investigators never found enough evidence to prove exactly what happened. Satellite information provided important clues, but many details remained uncertain. Teams searched thousands of square kilometers of ocean, hoping to locate the aircraft's main wreckage. Despite years of analysis, experts continued debating the most likely explanation.
What makes MH370 different from most aviation accidents is that the central mystery still remains unsolved.
And that is exactly why people around the world are still fascinated by this case today. More than a decade later, MH370 continues to capture attention around the world. New technologies have given investigators hope that important answers may still be waiting beneath the ocean. Even today, the search for answers has not completely ended. For the families involved, this mystery is not just a story. It is a personal loss that remains unresolved. Despite years of investigations, one question remains at the center of everything.
What really happened to flight MH370? Until the main wreckage is found, the world may never know the complete answer.
Do you believe MH370 will ever be found? Share your thoughts below and follow for more documentary investigations.